Hi, my name is Bryan. I'm a college baseball player, and I'm going to be talking to you today about the differences between baseball and softball. Besides baseball, softball is the next most known sport that is played with a bat and a ball. Most people believe that softball is just for girls like baseball is just for boys, but it's not. There are many different places and programs that offer co-ed softball for all ages. And I actually was on a team where we actually had a girl on our team. And so, it's not just strictly softball, it's for girls, and baseball is just for boys. I've seen guys play softball too and stuff like that. But the three main points I'm going to be talking to you today about are the difference between the rules, the field size, and the equipment. Softball was first founded in 1887 and baseball was first founded in 1839. So that's just like a little thing that's pretty cool to know that it's been around for that long. The difference in rules. Baseball requires you to pitch overhand, while softball requires you to pitch underhand. Baseball pitchers throw from an elevated mound, which makes their ball harder to hit for hitters because it's coming at a downward motion, throwing downhill is what they call it. And there's more break to the ball, and it makes it where it drops off on you and stuff like that. While softball, on the other hand, is pretty much the complete opposite. They throw on a flat mound, and with the way they're throwing underhand, the ball rises. So it's basically the exact opposite. In professional baseball, you play 9 innings, 3 outs every inning, a total of 27 outs. But in like high school, middle school baseball, pretty much anything that's not college or pro, you play 7 innings, which is the same for softball, because softball you always play 7 innings no matter what. And the outs are still the same, 3 outs in an inning, all that. Not only are some of the rules different though, but there are also many differences in the field itself. The base path for softball is 60 feet to first base, from home plate to first base, 60 feet from first to second, 60 feet from second to third, and 60 feet from third to home. And for baseball though, it's 90 feet from home plate to first base, and then so on and so forth. The mound is also different too. Softball mound distance from home plate to the mound is 43 feet, while baseball's is 60 feet, 6 inches from home plate to first base, or to the mound. Softball also has the same dimensions all the way around the field, from right field to left field to center field, from home plate. It's all the same at 250 feet for most fields. That's the basic dimension that is used for most softball fields. On the other hand, baseball has 2 different dimensions. From home plate to center field is typically 400 feet. I've played on fields that has been 415 and stuff like that, but typically it has to be at least 400 feet or more. And from home plate to the foul poles on a baseball field is typically 325 or more, but a lot of times left field is longer than right field just because that's the way it's shaped. I don't really know, that seems to be a lot of the things with the fields. The different field sizes goes hand in hand with the different ball sizes and the different equipment that baseball and softball players wear. A softball has a circumference of 12 inches and a diameter of 3.8 inches and also weighs approximately 7 ounces. While a baseball has a circumference of 9.25 inches and it has a diameter of 2.94 inches and it weighs approximately 5.25 ounces. The softball is bigger and heavier, causing it to have more wind drag, which doesn't let it travel as far as a baseball, hence the smaller field size in softball. Also, typically softball players use bigger gloves because, as I just said, the balls are bigger. The softball is bigger, so they have to have bigger gloves. The bats are also different between softball and baseball. Softball bat has a drop weight ranging from drop 8 to drop 13, while baseball has a drop weight of drop 3. Drop weight indicates the length to weight ratio. So as in, if I'm swinging a 30-inch bat for baseball, the weight of it would be 27 ounces. But for softball, if I was swinging a 30-inch bat and it was, let's say, a drop 10, it would be a 20-ounce bat. So the drop ratio just is from the length of the bat to the weight ratio. The helmets for softball are also different. Softball players tend to wear helmets that have face masks on them because their distance is closer from the mound to home plate, which they have less time to react, and so they wear face masks so if the ball comes at them, it doesn't hit them in the mouth and knock out teeth or anything like that. While typically baseball players don't wear face masks, like every now and then you'll see somebody with like a, not really a face mask, but a thing that will cover their cheek on the front side of their face, but most of the time you don't see that. In conclusion, softball and baseball are different in many ways. Obviously, I just told you about the difference in the rules and the field sizes and the equipment. But all in all, it's basically the same game, just small things are different. And the sources I use for this are allforsoftball.com, sportsknowhow.com, and americanprofile.com.